Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new year. Um, last year, uh, is this the right one? Yeah. Emeralda gave the gang their reward for helping out, and were on their way to enjoy the festivities when they get a cryptic message from an unknown number. They discern it to be from Momo telling them to go to New Chapter. They rushed their way there, thinking that perhaps Momo was in some sort of trouble. But when they got there, everything seemed to be fine. Momo was waiting there with a woman unknown to the group before it was revealed to be Serenity in her normal-ish form. The two of them were able to be in the same room long enough for them to tell you about the Alirije problem. And as it turns out, a respected philanthropist named Grayson Reed is suspected to be behind them. Technology was found at the presumed abandoned laboratory. Research about these monsters, along with a lot of Reed Industries technology, were found in there. Momo told them about her plans to get Reed to talk, which includes going to the yearly Grand Edengard Gala charity event. Serenity then spoke about her past for a good while. And they all went back to their base, which is where we are right now.
And don't forget, I prayed to that god.
You did. But actually, would this come beforehand? So when would you say, like, do you want to do the 2 weeks now, or like the 2 week inventory thingy now?
I think it makes sense to do it in the beginning, right? And then like
Okay.
have us pick up at the base after that 2 week gap, since I mean that's technically how it happened, right? We like
No, I meant for the praying. So like, when would you have prayed?
Oh, I think in game we had done that while we were still in the office. Like I kind of like she was saying, she was saying about knowing a guy who could fix it, and then I asked about it being another god, and she was like, "Yeah." So we made the prayers there, kind of in the office, and
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
but then nothing happened then. So like then we went
Gotcha.
to sleep
Okay, I
basically.
understand.
And
Let's do the 2 weeks first. And actually, you know what? Nah, let's do your thing first. It's just easier. All right. So that night when you got to the base and you fell asleep at whatever time you usually fell asleep to, you're awakened by an imposing figure in the middle of the night, as if you were awakened by like sleep paralysis. The figure is that of a tall, wide humanoid holding a very large hammer and an oversized nail. The figure begins to approach you and readies her hammer and nail and literally nails you. You begin to feel a burning sensation on your wherever this is. Where did you say this was?
my arm,
Your arm.
bicep, yeah. Let's say the markings on the left, so my right bicep.
Your right bicep. You feel a burning sensation on your right bicep. And you suddenly awaken, as if you just had a terrible nightmare. You look towards where the tattoo would be, and it is indeed there. Next to you,
Tatted me with a forge hammer. That's metal.
yeah. Next to you the cape you've recently acquired dimly flashes, and the light quickly fades away, and your what was it called? The cloak.
Undertaker's cloak?
The Undertaker's cloak got buffed a little bit. It was a lower DC. I think it increased by 2, and the damage increased by 1 dice, so it is now a 2d6.
I seen it. Damn, that is crazy.
Where is this? This is the brand you have on your bicep. Oh.
General excitement, heard. I'm ready. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so the metal part is obvious. The blacksmith hammer and the sword is very self-explanatory, but the gear or clockwork looking thing is supposed to symbolize each rectangle is supposed to symbolize a different weapon or piece of armor or something like that.
I like that. I like that a lot. Now, do I wake kind of instinctively knowing the meaning of this brand, like, or am I gonna have to do some like?
You would probably have to try to figure it out.
All right.
But I mean, the middle part you would get instantly, right? You see this and you would recognize this. This is the a brand of sorts. But then you fall asleep, I think, and now we go to the 2-week break. So who wants to start us off? What they're doing in their 2 weeks?
Well, I think my main task would still be trying to learn how to drive the motorcycle.
Gotcha. I think. How long did we say that would take? Was that like 8? I think I reduced it because.
Yeah, I think you did reduce it because I was taking classes because the 2 guys that can drive motorcycles are busy.
Right, yeah. I believe it was 8 weeks that we dropped it to. How you should be like halfway done, right? I think.
Sounds about right.
Okay. I should really write this down. I don't know why I thought you had it. But yeah, I'll write it down. Is that everything you're gonna do?
Just spend some time out in nature, probably swim around the lake here, and other than that, I can't really think of anything else.
Sweet. All right. Who's next?
Feel free to go, guys. I can go last.
Okay. I guess Wraith would be studying, maybe looking for more information on the what they called a lair here, the strange creatures.
The monsters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a investigation.
Okay.
Roll it with advantage. Are you doing this for 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, advantage.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Damn, I don't have shit prepared, but I will send you something soon.
Okay.
I'm gonna BRB real quick.
Yeah, good. I will let you know very soon, Dylan.
Nice.
Judas, how about you?
Sorry, I got super distracted. What up? For some reason, my character sheet got reset.
It did. What the hell? Really?
So I'm having to remake my character sheet.
Oh shit! What the fuck? Damn. I don't know how that. I didn't touch any of this shit. Yeah, I'll let you get back to that. We'll come back to you.
Okay.
Andrew, what about you?
So I guess Julius would be in this time, pretty much splitting his days between training in the morning, like just intense early training, and then at night. I don't think I'd be being sneaky about it or anything, but I'd be taking trips back into the city, and doing some reconnaissance work. And I guess anyone could join if they wanted, but it's pretty much just going out on my own unless somebody was joining me to pursue some of my interests that we talked about.
Gotcha.
And then so I spend my 2 weeks doing that, basically just moonlighting, like very little sleep.
Question: we are still level 3, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That is weird though. That didn't happen to anyone else, did it?
No, I was just checking mine. Everything was cool.
Okay.
Every now and then, Roll20 just collapses on itself random ways.
Yeah, I've
Roll20 seems to be kind of patched together.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little weird. Cool. Do you have something? Yeah, go ahead.
My bad. And I didn't think about it till we just talked about it. But one of those days, I will like stop by. Or I guess, do we have a number for Serenity? Or she's kind of like a god, so I just talk to her.
She doesn't have a phone. You can talk to Momo to see if she
Well, yeah,
can
I guess
help you get
so.
in
I'll just
contact
need
with
to
her.
try to basically just show her my arm, and I'm like, look, this has got to be connected. I offhandedly prayed to this Zuyu. Sui.
You could also call him. Hold up, opening tab. Maleator.
Maleator?
Yeah.
That
I
sounds aggressive.
will I will throw in the chat.
Well, yeah, so I'd just go by and be like, I prayed to this guy. Then I had a dream that night about a big guy with a hammer and a nail, and he kind of tatted me up with the hammer and nail. I've never seen anything like it before. And then it showed up with this on my arm here. And I think my cloak is like, it seems cooler. I don't know.
You're telling Momo this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Figured Serenity might be able to tell me some more about Maleator.
Well, what do you mean you just offhandedly prayed?
Well, like, I don't know. Oh, you had left. That's right. Sorry. Yeah, I guess I was like asking about possibly upgrading some of my magical items here, and Serenity kind of, she said she knew a guy, and so I was like, oh, cool. And then I was kind of just joking, and I was like, is he a god too? And then she was like, yeah, actually he is. And I was like, oh, should I just like pray to him? And she was like, yeah, I don't see why not. So then I was like, okay, Maleator, like, how you doing, man? I got this cool cloak. I just got it. I'm trying to, can you make it better? And like, I'm sure that you're a godly craftsman and stuff. So like, I bet you could make it 10,000 times better. Really appreciate it. Praise to May later. I like weapons. And then I had that dream. I I was joking at that point, but I got this crazy tattoo now. And I don't really I just like I don't know what I've gotten myself into here.
I don't either. That's bizarre.
That's not reassuring for me to hear. I don't know if you know that or not. But...
I don't know. Sorry, I just don't know many people who just do that.
You've never had anyone just like, well, I mean, I guess I've never met a god before, so like it was a first for me in Serenity. I thought we were just fucking around.
Like you've met him, or was it just a dream?
I'm pretty sure I was dreaming, but I mean, I don't know. I guess he's a god, so like I could have actually been awake. I don't know if you remember the part where I was like, I don't actually know what's going on.
Right.
I was paralyzed, so maybe it wasn't a dream.
Well, are you like religious or?
I mean, no.
That's weird.
I'm usually
That's
just chilling.
Very weird. I mean, I guess this is a good thing. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Okay, well, that's why I was looking for Serenity. So if you could just pass your not knowing anything on to Serenity so that maybe she could get back to me at some point. Serenity, can you hear me? All right. I thought I'd come to Momo to middle madness, but she is completely unhelpful here.
She kind of just like scowls at you and she
Don't look at
says,
me like that, okay? I needed help.
I'll get her for you. By the way, the seamstress we were talking about should be done gathering the materials by the end of the week, and a few days before the gala, you're all gonna have to stop by to tell her what designs you want. So just make sure to tell the group that.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
I'll stop by. You live in Averton, right?
That is where our base is. That's what we're saying. Right? Averton is the base town.
Yeah.
Yes, we do now live in Averton.
So I'll just stop by and I'll pick you all up. I'll drive you.
Yeah, we've got a cool elevator we put in, and it's nice and clean. We cleaned it up.
An elevator?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
Yeah, it would just be him and Momo.
Jay's a technical advancement wizard. He's got a lot of things going on there.
Well, that's good to hear.
Anything
Yeah.
else we should know to get prepared for this? I guess since I'm just gonna pass this info along to the team for the gala, or I guess are we gonna meet beforehand to discuss plans and shit?
Well, yeah, I will. Yeah, once I will. When I will bring you to her, I'll let you guys know what the entire plan is, just as like a refresher. But until then, just keep praying, I guess.
That's a good one, Momo. But really, reach out about that ghost mark, please. I'm a little concerned. I mean, it is badass. It's pretty dope.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Maybe just a hug, and I try to give Momo a hug before she tries to like beat me up, and I run away.
Make me. Oh, dude, what would you roll? I want to say sleight of hand, because I feel like you would go for that, like that side hug, you know. I feel like that would be the fastest. I don't know.
No, I'm more of a arms wide open,
Arms wide
bear
open.
trap you kind of.
I guess just a normal dexterity check then. Damn, I really gotta roll this. This is a
Oh,
contested.
don't worry, dexterity isn't my my best.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
no, let's go.
Oh wow, okay, so I have DM roll, but dude, she rolled a nat 4.
Yes.
Or no, not a nat 4. Sorry, a nat 1, which is equal to 4.
All
And she
right.
kind of just like squirms, like she. Like,
Yeah, I give her one of those like shake the legs bear hug. You know what I mean? Lift it off the ground and like kind of just wobble your legs around.
Are you doing
And then
it
I run away
quickly?
quickly.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I fucking
As
dip
you're
out.
running away, she just screams at you. Fuck you.
We're getting
Um,
close. I know. We're bonding. That's it for me, bud. I
Okay.
stalk the streets in the night and do my whole researching of the city and crime and shit.
Gotcha. Okay. What about you, Judas? Or do you have something? Or are you still working on the character sheet?
I can pause what I'm doing right now because I was just sorting my spell list into alphabetical order. I would be. Shit, I figured this out like a week or two ago.
I know,
should have written it down. I guess I would keep trying to. One, I would be fucking with Serenity the whole time, since I figured out that I can just talk to her.
What do you mean by that?
Just randomly, like, think really bad dad jokes all the time.
Gotcha.
She'd have to actively be listening, though, right?
Yeah, something.
She's
like
just
that.
trying to ignore you as you're clogging her airwaves.
But are you doing this because she was able to talk in your head?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, do me an intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
93.
God, you got fucking Mega Mind on the scene.
I love that movie.
It's really good for
Pretty
some
close.
reason.
23 is pretty close.
You deduce after a few dad jokes that she can't actually hear you, like, from anywhere. She just happened to be in the room when she was talking in your head. So it's not like she has like a free communication to everyone. And it is up to you whether you keep telling dad jokes to yourself or not.
You just have to phrase them in the form of a prayer.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Oh wait, you're you're trying to tell dad jokes.
I would pray,
like,
and then in the middle of
prayer?
that, say a really, really bad dad joke because I've got 100 and what did I say my age was? 124? 110 years of like listening to really of having heard really bad dad jokes. So I've got like a full library of them.
Okay. fuck, dude. Make me a religion check, man. Oh man. Oh my god.
Tune with the gods, Gio. I don't know, man.
What is up with this group, man? Like, I could, if I was a player doing this, like rolling religion to talk to God, I would always be rolling like the lowest possible.
Oh, I did too last session. I was like, man, I could like ask this craftsman god if he could like teach me like how to be like a better like craftsman slash like actual artificer.
Then the charisma guy talks to him.
I do remember that. Holy shit.
Pretty sure I now won that.
Don't worry, but I
after-
might have an in for you here. I think I'm one of his followers now.
So you, after a few dad jokes, you kind of can't tell if like they're gonna work, but then you hear Serenity say, "Please stop talking to me," or at me rather. Thank you. And then silence. What do you do?
This house is, I can see there's a few trees around on the map, but is it like in a forested area?
It is it's not like heavily forested, but there's like a good few trees around. This would be located like right when the forest is about to start, so like right at the edge of the forest.
Okay. In that case, mostly what Juice would be doing in the 2 weeks, other than messing with Serenity, is getting some lumber to start making like a wooden workbench and stuff inside the base.
Say that again?
I would be cutting down trees to turn them into like usable wood so I can make a workbench inside the base.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you would be able to cut enough trees. There's quite enough wood around these parts to make a suitable workbench.
Imagine I chop some of them down for you while I'm doing my training. I just start like the trees.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are.
I imagine you probably saw me like heading out as you were like gonna like start like a morning jog to start your training. And you're like, oh, you're fucking chopping trees. I'll help you.
So this is our enemy.
We fought more trees. Our first uprising is a treant uprising, yes.
These trees are really slow, but they're everywhere.
Are you using Jawbone to cut the trees?
Right, yeah, because it's got advantage against plants. Hitting them with jawbone booming blades, just mowing them down. Quick work.
You guys should start a fucking
Landscaping.
lumberjack. Yeah, like anything that revolves around cutting trees down.
No, well, I mean, we don't want to cut down too many trees. This is for practical lumber purposes. We got to fix this windmill at some point. You know what I mean?
Of course. Is anyone else doing something at the end of the 2 weeks, or by the end of the 2 weeks. Could be small, could be flavorful. If not, I can keep.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to Judas to see what he thinks about possibly drawing on wind power from this here windmill once we get it fixed. Like, is that feasible? Could we have free energy? What do you know about energy?
Okay, hire a guy.
I'll respond with, first of all, it's not a windmill, it's a watermill. It's not on the map, but there's a stream that runs right behind it.
Look, bud, I've just got the tattoo. I'm not an engineer, all right? I'm sorry.
Can we get a windmill and hire a guy who only knows Gust just to do that over and over and over?
Gust. What do you pay this Gust guy?
You shackle to it and we beat him in meals.
1 copper a day to just Gust all day, every day.
You know, if it was a water wheel, I have shaped water. I can move the water around.
Wait, so it is actually a water wheel?
It's supposed to be a windmill.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Why
Why are planes only 1 story tall then?
why are what?
Why it only 1 story tall then?
You get through it on like the other side. I mean on the outside by climbing. So it's only 1 floor, but like the things on the outside. You know, I don't know enough about windmills to make a 2nd floor for this, so my bad. I don't know. That's out of character. That's meta knowledge I just didn't know. But
sorry.
Why, when you just said that it was a mill, did you automatically go, oh, and there's just you can't see it, but there's a stream that runs on the back side of the building?
I don't know.
That's
I'm
a
pretty
good
sure
question.
I guess.
You know.
Okay, so yeah, windmill.
It is some sort of rotating energy thing that I will actually leave up to you guys.
Could be a carousel.
I mean, it's broken anyway, so we can build it however
Exactly. You could build it
we want.
however you want. You could move that dirt, make it into a water mill, or hire a Gust guy to make it into a windmill.
I can do gust of wind, but only once per long rest.
Up to you guys.
Oh my gosh, you guys are fucking killing me. It should be both. I say at this point we just put in a water wheel just for, you know what I mean, posterity at this point.
Yeah, of course we could definitely do that.
All right, setting up the new plans for the base, water and windmills. a lot of free energy coming out of this spot here.
What would that be a roll to see if I know anything about energy generation?
Roll me windmill. No, I'm kidding. Roll me shit, what would you roll? I guess it's just a general intelligence check. Yeah, that's a good one. Or investigation.
History, maybe?
Yeah. I'm less inclined towards history. But,
Fair.
16?
You said, is there anything you would know about energy generation?
Yeah, because Julius asked me, do you think we could use this to power the house, basically?
So you would know that you could. However, the broken pieces wouldn't be useful at all. So you would probably have to make an entire new mill of any sort. You would have to clean this up and then make a whole new wheel for it to work.
But it would give us free energy.
It would. It could work.
With that role, would I know how to make it, I guess? Like how it's made?
You'd be smart enough to look it up online. And
Probably figure out what pieces that are still left intact would be usable.
yeah. Exactly. With just like a little bit of internet guidance, you could probably
DIY windmill.
DIY windmill. You could just look that up, and you two could probably work on that. It seems feasible to do. It doesn't seem like it feels like you two would be capable enough to be able to do this sort of thing.
I mean, I do have Featherfall for the building portion of it.
There we go.
Just in case
Featherfall and
we fall.
jump.
Cool. All right. Is that all for you two?
Yeah, I guess I was just inquiring and seeing if we could get it into, you know what I mean, our heads. Maybe that's one of the things we work on for the base.
Yeah, gotcha. It's definitely possible.
So if the money at this gala is supposedly being embezzled into nefarious deeds, would it be wrong to yoink that money?
Are you asking me, or are you saying that in character?
It's just like a shower thought out loud. Just, like as we're chilling at the base one night, I'll just kind of mumble it.
I don't know that there will physically be money there. I thought it was more about the people. But I guess we'll find out when we talk with Momo. We'll see what the shake is on, you know, the money that's there. Maybe we just go give it out to a bunch of homeless people.
I will also be using one of my infusions at the end of any of the long rests to turn my backpack into a backpack of holding.
Gotcha. Sounds useful. Cool. All right. So, 2 weeks go by, and it is only a few days towards the gala. It is the 19th of the month, which would be approximately like in November. So this is like towards like the end of November. It is a few days away, and as you guys are just hanging around in the basement for some reason, you guys hear a really faint but distinct noise. Actually, a very familiar noise. You guys hear a motorcycle come up to the mill. And did the fucking music stop? Holy shit. I didn't even fucking this. Give me 1 second. I did not even notice it. You guys hear a motorcycle outside, and it is none other than Momo outside. And then you hear a knocking.
Running upstairs with my sword, and like it's glowing, and I'm just like people showing up unannounced to our secret base. Like, what's this about?
And then you hear her say, "Hey, it's me."
You don't call first, Momo?
Should I have? I told you I was gonna stop by.
I mean, you didn't say when. I thought we'd at least be, formal about it.
Do you want me to call you now?
You know what? Yes.
She, your phone rings.
I unflip it.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm outside.
Me too. And I close it dramatically.
Are you gonna let her in?
Oh yeah, no, I imagine at this point we're just she's tired of my shit. I'm just walking her in.
I'll move you guys up if you're all going.
Okay.
She kind of just takes a good look around. Well, there's a lot of barrels here. And, but it looks nice. Doesn't seem that bad. How are you?
We've been focusing on downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It is a lot harder to clean down below. But yeah, how are you all?
Pretty good. Pretty chill.
All right.
Wait, well, let's get down to business. She kind of just moves over to where there's more space. So this thing is in a few days, and I just want to make sure with everyone if they're still down to do this, because there is now a greater risk than your other missions. Well, one was just cleaning, essentially. The other was a murder, and this one is... Well, they just seem to escalate, right? Kind of. But
The murder.
No, the murder was first, and then the cleaning. So that was a de-escalation. And then it was angry animals, which was a little bit more.
I don't know. We pretty much bopped those guys up pretty handily. Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
well, yes.
Yeah, that one lasted all of 6 seconds?
true. But they were a little more threatening than a bunch of giant rats.
I don't know. The rats were coming out for rat time, bro. They were snapping at Judas.
The rats took at least a couple minutes. There was a lot of them.
We had to actually search for the rats. The other things were just already in a pen.
They wanted to die. I could feel it.
Right. Well, anyways, this can get you all arrested, pretty much, which is why I'm asking. And well, considering two of you are enforcers, I don't imagine prison would go very well for either of you.
Well, I don't plan on going to prison. But do you have a good plan for how we're going to approach this without going to jail?
This is actually why I came to you guys. I have a basic plan. I was originally going to do this by myself, but you guys seem helpful. I was going to go in through the back, just enjoy the night a little bit, and then try to find an opening where raid would be. Again, I was going to do this by myself, so the plan is vague, but if any of you have any suggestions or anything, then obviously we can talk it out.
Don't look at me. I don't know anything about how galas in high society is supposed to work.
Well, that's fair. Neither do I. I don't really go to those.
Oh, does anybody know about galas and stuff? Because I also don't know about it.
Does anybody have quick hands?
Mm-mm.
Wraith is gonna do the finger dance with the knife.
Specifically, like out of character, I'm asking if anybody has a decent sleight of hand.
I have a +8.
Jesus Christ.
That's rogue business, baby.
After you say that,
Okay.
I turn to Wraith and I'm like, Wraith, what's your focus, buddy? I feel like I don't know enough about you. How are you?
I'm a librarian.
Man, you must be the worst librarian to have overdraft fees on. Or
Right, he just starts stabbing people from behind.
yeah, he just shows up at your house.
He beats you over the head with a book.
10d10 sneak attack.
What were we talking about? Right, the
Gala,
plan.
and how none of us have experience with Gala-ing, so it might be difficult for us to
blend in.
be inconspicuous in the gala. If none of us know. How did this plan of yours go with no person involved knowing about galas?
Well,
I've catered a few with my parents' restaurant.
oh really? Well,
Well, not like full catering, just like because we were a bakery, we kind of just did like desserty treats.
okay. Do you think that can help us in any way?
Well, people like to drink there,
They do.
and if someone can get close enough to spike this guy's drink with a sleeping drug,
well, wouldn't he just fall in the middle of the ballroom? We would
It
want
wouldn't take effect that quickly.
It wouldn't.
Yeah, if it's a light enough dose, then he'll probably just start feeling real drowsy and decide that he needs to go find a spot to lay down.
Okay. I see what you're getting at.
Also, going into slightly meta, in my other games, like, I rarely ever use the background, or like the background, the stuff that the background gives you, but I do have that. I just posted in Roll20.
Accent, mannerisms, foods.
Would that perhaps give advantage to Wraith as he spikes this guy's drink?
Yeah, it would. It would distract everyone. If Nerryn is like flashy enough,
Would my entertainer friend be invited to this?
You wouldn't know if she would or not, but
Okay.
you
I
can make
probably wouldn't have her number because I didn't have a phone.
yeah.
Until- Well,
You can make a good educated guess if you roll me a.
I mean, is there a way to look them up on like?
is
Facebook
there like
equivalent?
a guest list that Momo might have access to?
You can ask her.
I'll speak up then. It's just like, I have a friend who's pretty well off. I'm not sure if she would be invited to this. Do you have any idea?
I think I have a guest list, but do you know their name?
Yeah, Arabella Beachstar.
She's from Battle East. How?
Yep.
How do you know her?
Well, Battle East is the first town the closest town to my Triton community. So Arabella actually knew my mother.
Huh.
She's the one that pointed me to she's the one that pointed me inland and helped set me up with a apartment when I first arrived.
Is she able to? I think she is invited, but I'd have to make sure. You don't have a contact with her, do you?
Unfortunately, no. I mean, I know where she lives, but the hotel that I stayed at might have her information since she paid for me to stay there.
Okay. Well, that might give us an in, actually. She can... I don't know if she's able to bring an entire group, but she can get at least one of us in, like, legitimately.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll check the guest list and I'll make sure if she's there, and then I can come back and let you know. Although I don't think you'd have to keep her in the dark about all this, because as if she knows at least any little bit, then
Yeah, I wouldn't want to
she
get her in trouble.
exactly. But that is definitely something we can do. It definitely beats sneaking from the outside. But yes, if Nerryn can, she's exotic to say the least. There's not many Wamekas around here, so she's sure to catch an eye. I'm sure that would.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing much sneaking around. I'd be distraction duty, if anything.
That
That
would.
sounds.
What'd you say?
I said that sounds like a plan.
Definitely. That gives one of you the chance to slip something in his drink and make him retire somewhere else, preferably his penthouse at the top. But we would have to figure out a way to get there if he does go over there. I think some of the police force might be in there. I don't know who exactly, but maybe you guys are able to get in through that. I'd have to check. Where are you guys stationed? She looks at the both of you.
The district. What is it? It's the district above the new chapter.
Gotcha.
I just don't remember the name of the
It's,
district off the top of my head.
It's called Hitori Town.
Yeah.
Julius, do you remember yours?
I don't. I thought it was Little Tanashka because that's where I was living, but
I'm pretty sure it's Central City. Could be wrong, but either way, yeah, it is Central City.
Okay, my bad.
Very good. They might be in there. Definitely Central City. I'm not sure about Hitori Town though. But again, I can make sure. Wow, this has actually been quite productive.
Did you not think it would be? Don't we always come up with great ideas for solving problems?
I wasn't there when you were solving problems, so I don't know. But
you're saying you
this
doubted
is-
us.
Sure. This is good. This is good stuff. Now, let me show you the ground floor of Valor Tower, which is where the gala is being held. And then she pulls out a huge blueprint and she shows you that. I forgot to she kind of then explains that like this first floor is like more of like a museum and stuff like that. It's a museum, but it's like one of those like interactive museums. where just like there's a bunch of cool shit like around. But the gala is actually being held in that one area with the bunch of squares in it, or the rectangles in it. It's like in the middle, but a little bit to the left. I'm pretty sure you guys can see it. It's like the first room on the left hand side, as you're going in through the entrance, which is in the bottom. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. If not, then I will eventually just put something down. Actually, you know
Segmented walls so that paintings could be hung on them and people can walk in between, right?
I can probably put something down.
Where would the elevator be located at?
Give me 1 second. I can probably show you. I upload way too many stuff. Maps. Okay. I'm just gonna put it out here just so it's easier. Probably widening it a little bit. So on the black, this is the area where the gala actually is. I'm gonna put it in blue. The elevators, or actually that's not a good idea. I'm gonna put it in
blue map.
I'll put it in red. The elevators would probably be like here. Oh, can't really see that. Here, really towards like the big areas. Here. That's probably it. It's probably a very shitty building, but I'm not an architect, so. But yeah, those are the where the main elevators would be probably. Black is where the gala is actually being held. Red are the elevators. Is there anything else that you guys are maybe wondering about the?
Does she have like the full building blueprint?
She only has the ground floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And our hope is to get him to go back to his penthouse?
Yeah, or just have him be alone somewhere.
And what's our goal with him? Are we trying to scare him into not doing something? Are we murdering him? Are we questioning him?
You are, from what she's told you, you are trying to like interrogate him.
Anybody have anything that would make him more pliable? Like maybe we should bring some chemicals or some smells that make people tell the truth.
Then you just scoot over.
I don't have any truth
I-
serum.
I could prepare the spell charm person.
That could be quite helpful.
That could help.
I can cast command once.
Okay, so we got some backups there just in case he's a little willful.
I can cast disguise self to get really anywhere I need to in the building.
Well, that's in case you aren't able to be invited to the the Gala, then that is definitely useful. Is there anything else you guys might want to tell me, or should I take you to the seamstress?
Do we know what security's like?
Yes, well, the enforcers, the ones that aren't really invited, there's going to be security armed enforcers around the building. I'm not sure how many, but because of last year's, it was around, I want to say 12, like around 3 guards in each corner of the perimeter. Could be more, could be less, but that's my best guess. I don't think it should change, because I mean, there are, those vanguards there. And in case anyone doesn't know, the vanguards are organization of like kind of like Justice League, really. Except it is more corporate. There's like a lot of them, right? So like there's a lot of people that could be part of the Vanguard. However, there's only like one top team within them. And as of right now, there is no top team. Moa just then goes to explain that.
So they're gonna have some pretty tight protection then.
Well, yes, but I don't think they're there knowing they have to fight or anything. They're actually guests in there.
I mean, but if something goes sideways, like we'll have.
Yeah, we'll have to deal with some of them there. Yes.
How powerful usually are these vanguards?
Well, I don't think a sane person would want to take any one of them. So maybe like I would say it would have to take maybe 4 enforcer soldiers for it to be an equal match against one of them, typically. Really it depends who it is, because they've each got like different powers, they're not all the same.
I did notice another spell in my list that could potentially be helpful.
Pass without trace. That is really good. Yeah, that can help us sneak by the building. That's definitely very useful.
Of course, it doesn't exactly help if I'm being a distraction, because then I wouldn't want to be stealthy. But
of course.
That gives a plus 10 bonus to stealth to everybody within 30 feet of you.
Yep.
Hopefully you'll be enough of a distraction to be able to use that on everyone else.
It might be it might be best used as a getaway plan.
That is true. In case things go south, which I hopefully not, but
Then
you always have to consider the fact that it could. That would be very useful.
A way to get us all out relatively quickly and easily at once.
Of course, we wouldn't be free then. We'd probably be running for the rest of our lives, but at least we'd be out for the night. Hopefully.
Well, if an alarm is raised and nobody knows what the actual cause of the alarm is, then we can get out under the cover of the chaos.
Yes. Alright, well, if there's no other suggestions, she kind of like looks at her wrist, which has like a very basic watch. We should probably head out soon. She doesn't open very late. She actually closes around 1 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Are you guys ready?
Sure.
Let's roll.
All right. As you guys go outside, you guys see this. That is a just standard model of a Arc motorcycle, which is the motorcycle that can change into a greatsword.
Oh man, so Momo's can turn into a greatsword?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, dude, her ride can easily turn into one of these.
Momo, can I see your bike turn into a sword, please? I've never seen it happen before.
Sure. And then she kind of just like holds the right handle, and then goes over, and before your eyes, like this thing is like pretty loud when it's like not being driven, but this thing is loud when it transforms. So you kind of just see like everything about it just like kind of condense in size, like each part going into like a different part, making it look more and more like a sword as like the seconds go by. And then you just see like this massive sword that kind of just looks like a bike. I mean, it's in the shape of a basic sword, but you can tell that it's still the bike. I'm
just imagining Cloud's sword from Final Fantasy.
Yeah, something like that. I was about to say that. It is massive, and she seems to be holding it like with ease. Like she's almost like holding it like very like nonchalantly.
And you can fight with that giant sword?
I prefer not to, but yes.
Well, then why have it?
Well, look at the attention it grabs, and it's very loud.
Well, that's what I mean. But so why have it?
Because it's a good bike.
So you've got it more for bike purposes than sword purposes.
Yeah. I mean, you'll never know when you'll need a sword when I don't have one, so.
Can they only turn into great swords, or could it turn into like a big axe or something?
Or a suit of armor.
I think so. I guess you can like mod it.
A bike turning into a suit of armor sounds like it would be more generally useful.
I don't
At least
know.
to
I
me.
think a axe would be cool.
An axe would be better. Probably would need to find a mechanic though. Even though I don't need to use it really for an axe. I don't need to use it as a weapon at all. But, yeah, you good?
Yeah, that was dope. Thanks.
No, I mean, Judas, like, are you good?
You need a mechanic? Really?
To mod it, yeah, but I don't need to mod it.
You got a mechanic!
Ooh.
And you know that cube that I was working on in the first session?
Yeah.
So I pulled that out of my pocket. And it's like this, like, it's trippy looking at it because, like, it's like a Rubik's Cube, but every other block is missing and they kind of like rotate and it's glowing. It's like, I got it. I'm a mechanic. Like, that's literally my whole thing. I make stuff.
Oh. Well, have you worked on one of these?
Yeah, if you give me a bit to... idea. I'd have to read up on it and kind of poke around, see how everything works, and then I could see what I could do with it.
All right. Well, just let me know.
Make like a note in my phone being like, look up.
How to mod cars. How to mod vehicles.
How to install Minecraft mods.
Exactly. But then she kind of just like awkwardly just goes back outside, makes it transform into a motorcycle again, and then she just honks a horn.
Before
Alright.
she leaves, actually, I just thought of maybe a way to. Do we need some way to knock out surveillance so there's not like a record of us doing these things?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking maybe it would sneakily do it enough so that the cameras wouldn't see it, but I guess we can just have those be turned off.
How might one go about that?
Prestidigitation?
To turn off the cameras?
That might work.
You can clean or soil an object if you just muddy the lens.
Yeah.
That might work.
Since
There's
security camera, like, they're gonna pull out a ladder and climb up the ladder in the middle of the gala?
Well, of course not. I mean, they might. I don't know.
But it would be a little suspicious if it just suddenly gets, certain cameras just suddenly get dirty.
It would, but again, if there's like enough people going about, that could work because, well, how are they gonna figure out who did it?
True.
By
But-
looking at the other cameras?
Well, I guess we'd just have to time it. Or we can try to get a hold of I think it's called a chaff grenade, which disables electronics. Or an EMP. Like a very, very small EMP. I'm like, if we have a strong one, that would probably give us away. It would probably be considered a very considerable threat. So we'd need one small enough to not cause any alarm. But are you guys ready?
I can potentially take out some cameras with shape water. Get moisture in the
The lenses?
We'll just get moisture in it. Electronics don't work well with water.
That's true. But yeah, we can think about this on the way, because this woman is very strict on her schedule. So we'd probably have to go now for the seamstress.
First of all, where the fuck would we go to get an EMP grenade?
I don't know. I'll figure it out by the Gala. I'm sure I could find something. Now, let's go before this woman closes.
Okay.
Okay.
She kind of just like starts taking off, making sure you guys are behind her. Where are you guys at? Boom. So she takes you to the old city district, which is towards the right side. Let's see here. It's going to be around here. And when you guys get over to the seamsters, that is a huge token. When you guys get over, you see a very tall and lanky elf woman, and she seems to be more in her like older years. She would probably be like the human equivalent of like around 60, like late 60s. And she goes over to the counter, and she says, well, if it isn't my favorite theory, what can I do for you? Momo then explains that she was actually here before, and that she needed to bring you guys over, and you guys need to tell this woman exactly what you want. So the old lady, she says, yes, but first some introductions. My name is Eimer, and I work here. Well, enough of the introductions. What exactly are you here for? What kind of outfits am I making you all?
Bulletproof kind.
Something fancy for a gala.
Bulletproof. Fancy. All right.
What's typically the style of these sort of things?
Well, from what I can tell, the galas, they are very, very flashy. I've actually had just finished some before you all entered. They're very flashy. Some are completely outrageous, like as if a 5-year-old drew the dresses. Of course, I'm not criticizing, I just make them. But they're typically very, very out there. Of course, that doesn't go for everyone, as some just like to be in a suit and tie. Call it a day.
Would it be unusual if we were to cover our faces with our mask or something?
I don't think so. As long as it's part of the theme, then
You know what the theme is?
I look at the others and just sort of raise what would be his eyebrow, I guess. Brow ridge.
Well, the theme is like the theme of the outfit. I don't think they each have a theme.
Oh, you just dropped that this was gonna be like a themed event.
Oh,
Like
no.
the last second. No. I was like,
Yeah.
oh wait.
The theme of the outfit itself, the individual outfit. So, do you each have something in mind?
Well, I'm gonna be trying to draw some attention, so flashy is good for me.
Flashy, okay.
Classy flashy.
Flashy. Okay. Do you have something in mind?
Don't really know much about surface fashion. I'm like under the sea. There's not really like ball gowns or cocktail dresses or whatever the differences between all the different types of dresses are.
She then kind of squints at you and she says, "Oh, you're what are they called? Blue.
Mickey.
Yeah, that. I didn't notice.
Got something to
Yes.
complement the blue skin and green hair, or blue scales and green hair.
Go with like an emerald green dress. Maybe
Yeah.
something a little bit lighter than emerald green.
And I prefer something that won't get tangled up in my arm fins or leg fins.
I have some rough ideas. How about a giant green shrimp dress?
Shrimp
What?
dress?
Yes, like there would be six or seven different shrimps. The head pointing to your waist, and the tails are going down and around. And they're
I'm
big
having a hard
shrimp.
time picturing that.
Well, maybe I could draw it.
Seems unsanitary.
Well, it wouldn't be real shrimp.
Okay,
That'd be
good.
hard to get. It'd be synthesized shrimp. She kind of just like starts prestidigitating the drawing, and so she's drawing it. I'm drawing it very crudely, but so like it's like going around like this, and then the eyes are right here, but there's like a bunch of them going around, And then they're kind of going like that. Just like all around the dress. I'm not a very good artist, but once I go into my ritual form, then I can't be stopped.
Your ritual form? What?
Well, yes, that's how I make the dresses and how they come out.
What's the ritual for? I guess I'm
Well,
sorry.
no, it's okay. I get that question quite a lot. Well, the ritual, I take DMT, and then I just start imagining the outfit, and I start molding it, and I go.
So that's where the shrimp dress idea came from.
Sort of. Again, I just finished. But
How about something a little more common, or a little more like aesthetically pleasing, like maybe coral instead of shrimp?
Ooh, coral, yes.
Think of something less bad.
Oh, that's rude.
Yeah.
Something just a little more traditional. Like, I don't know, maybe just like a typical silk ball gown that kind of
Well,
bells
alright.
out towards the bottom.
That I could do that. That's very simple. I thought you wanted flashy, so I thought of flashy. But yes, I could.
Flashy in a different direction, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we went to
Yeah, the complete opposite
said-
direction, actually.
I said classy flashy. That's kind of what I was getting at with the classy part of the classy flashy.
I understand.
It can be glitter and sparkles and nice designs, but like more traditional style.
Yes, I'll do that easily then.
This is
A more
a
modern
really even. I don't like asking this question even about your character. Do you have like a spinal fin that like runs down your back?
I
Dorsal? Is that a dorsal fin?
Yeah, it's called a dorsal.
Yeah, the dorsal fin. No, the fins are mostly just on the forearms and on the calves.
Okay.
Forearms and calves are where the fins are, and also the ear fins. But
You don't have like a tail, do you?
no,
I was gonna say, like, if you did, you could do like an open back dress that comes up, but so that would kind of accentuate the hey, I've got fins everywhere. Look at me.
well, Nerryn typically would be sleeveless and with like a knee-length skirt, anyways, to avoid the fins getting caught up in the fabric of clothes. So.
But yes, I could do something like that. Of course, that's very easy to do. But how about the rest of you? You said you wanted something bulletproof. Now, are each of you you're all going to this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do you all need it to be bulletproof?
These guys might not want that, but it was a thought for me. Especially if you seem pretty magical here with the DMTs and the rituals, so I'm still trying to grasp the limits of what you got going on. I was thinking maybe just a set of pants and shirt that were glamored so that I could just will them to look how I like.
So you don't want me to design it?
Oh, I mean, like, Well, like you could do the like magic part of it, but like sometimes I might be feeling different, you know. I'm looking for utility. I'd like to be able to use it again. You know, it's just like I hate like wasting stuff. So it's just like I'd hate for you to come up with this great design and then it's like I wear it one time because I don't go to galas, you know what I mean? Whereas like if you like magic up this cool outfit that I can wear to a bunch of stuff that's also bulletproof, that'd be fucking savage.
Ah, okay.
I don't like to
If
waste things, I'm sorry.
I understand. If you give me a few ideas on what you want, I can do this for you.
Hey,
And have it transform at will.
Gio,
Yes.
could Momo's has like, if I remember her token right, has like golden brown, like golden hazel eyes, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Is that it?
Yeah, I was just.
Um, well,
but yeah, yes, I can have it transform for you at will.
yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just thinking this regular outfit that I'm wearing right now, which would be like the art from my picture from before from Hero Forge ish, you know what I mean, with
Yeah.
that same color layout and whatnot. And then so like this is pretty much an everyday get up for me. Maybe like a casual pair of black long sleeve Henley with a khaki pants and a set of high top black Nikes with gum soles. That'd be cool. And that's as another casual outfit. And then for this gala, really, I was thinking that it would just I was gonna go real low key. Something very nice but just not eye catching. I think I'm looking for just like a black three piece with low shine, nothing very shiny, maybe just on the lapels, a shined black, and then a red pocket square. Um, yeah, I think that'll do me. A nice pair of black shoes. Um, very no frills. Like I'd like a straight just black shoe. I don't like a lot of designs on it, but feel free to maybe embellish with the red a bit in some small accented places.
Ah, okay, okay. Is that all?
Ooh. Oh well, yeah. I guess that's
I can
really all I
add
would. Need for.
one more.
What
if
was
you
that
wish.
ooh for?
Well, I was thinking. I mean, I do like rings sometimes, but you know, just it's okay. One more.
If you wish, but
Oh, you know what would be great? A training outfit, something like an orange and blue gi with like a white circle on one of the sides of it. That
I fucking hate you. Ah, okay.
Trying to become Goku over here.
Okay, I could do that.
No. I'm just messing around with the coloration, but something like that. You know what I mean? Like some sort of like workout outfit that's like utility in nature. So maybe like a tight shirt, some loose pants, workout shoes.
Okay. How about the green one?
The green one. Yeah, I pretty much go for all colors. You know.
No,
Just-
no. The green person.
The green person.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, my mom walked in for a second.
Sorry.
Going back to the green shrimp idea.
Great.
Can you make me one of these in green? Or emerald, rather.
Is it the thing you posted in general?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Is that a walrus?
It's the Mask of Red Death. It's the Red Death from the movie based on the story. Nobody needs to know who I am. Just a mask and a simple robe.
Oh,
And
okay.
I like the bottom half of the mask to be a curtain in case I need to breathe.
Okay. Did you want a bright color?
Just like a dull green would be fine.
Dull green. Okay. And how about you, mysterious one? Hello?
Who's the mysterious one?
You! You look aloof.
Well, why am I mysterious?
I don't know, you just look aloof. To me, at least, I don't know you.
I will respond with, wait, is Elvis a language?
Alvin, yeah.
I'm a little offended.
I'm sorry. Young man, then. Young man, what do you want? I don't have
I
all
will
day.
do-
I have DMT to get to.
You and your drugs.
God damn it, Gio.
I'll do that. That was a PNG. I'm sorry, what?
This looks nice. Okay. I see what you're all going for.
You're all a bunch of creeps, aren't you?
What, classy?
Okay.
As the one whose idea was a last minute Halloween costume.
It's useful. If we're gonna be poisoning someone, no one's gonna know who I am. Just a big old
That's-
mustache man.
He's not gonna let you anywhere near him, alright?
I trust the guy in the picture implicitly.
Well, this shouldn't take me very long. I actually don't have any more back orders. So,
Oh, nice.
Convenient.
Say for you, just go with like a blue suit and have like kind of Julius and Momo stick together. And since she's going to be distracting, Nerryn and Wraith kind of stick together during the gala.
what are you talking about? I don't need to know. I should be done this by tomorrow.
If I was saying that out loud, not out
About
of
the
character, I would have just said, well, I was thinking like Momo and Julius, we kind of hang out together, but you went red. I was gonna say, I was trying to make like outfits to like match someone else in the group's description.
Do you also want a face curtain?
No, I do not want a face curtain. I have a spell for that.
Oh my.
Is it
About
called?
the bulletproof nature of this this outfit though, is that possible? Am I
Yeah.
reaching here?
No. She seems to be able to make it.
Now, as far as the actual bulletproofness of this Geo, out of character.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it
Out
out.
of character, people don't use bullets in this setting. They're a black market item that have been
Yeah.
outlawed for ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they're still magic bullets. They're still bullets. You know what I meant.
Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, it is now 12:59. 1. Okay, goodbye, all. I had to get going.
Okay, see you later. Thanks for making that
Tomorrow,
multi-purpose
not
outfit.
later.
Tomorrow. Well, you know. Okay. Everybody's really stickling right now. All right.
Well, I have DMT. Goodbye. She shoves you all out like suspiciously like quick, like for her age.
How illegal is this drug?
Make me a history check.
She's just dropping it. She like uses like some pretty heavy narcotics. Just
You've never done any deems, man. She's just trying to find her spirit, dog. You gotta let her live her life.
It's like no one said it wasn't legal.
Turns out it's like the Fez equivalent of Flintstone gummies.
It's kind of like, yeah, it's like,
is it like illegally downloading music to your iPhone?
yeah,
Level of
something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, like everyone does
It's
it.
like you're
Well,
not
not
supposed-
everyone does it, but people do it, and it's like not even questioned. I mean, so far it's like not legal. But I mean, if you want to make strides to
Legalize the deems.
yeah,
'Cause I can see like regulated like doses of shrooms having been legalized, but like jungle juice, nah.
I like to like special day in the morning. I
is
wake
that
up.
actually what they fucking call it?
It's one of the names for DMT is
Holy
jungle
shit,
juice.
that is funny as shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because it comes from a plant found in the jungle, and tribes have been known to drink jungle juice before doing like their religious rituals and stuff.
That is sick.
Yeah, it's an Amazonian thing.
That is awesome. But yeah, it's not like not illegal as far as you know. Cool. Well, you guys are in the city right now. Is there something you guys want to do?
I want to hunt down some bad guys.
Okay.
I mean, is there a place that we would know about to go drop 80 gold for an EMP grenade? Because I don't think they sell it at the CVS on the corner.
Probably not. If you guys are talking about this, each of you can make let's see.
Well, they're searching
Probably-
for weapons. I could probably try and see if I can find a way to contact my contact.
Gotcha. Okay. Those who are trying to look for EMP or similar device, Investigation. Julius, you would probably get advantage on this.
I get advantage.
Oh, who's that?
Julius, the other enforcer.
You know, I gave him advantage for a different reason because
Oh,
during
okay.
his 2 weeks, he was actually like actively going around the city and shit, kind of like fucking Batman.
My bad. I thought it was because of the enforcer thing.
No, because if that was the case, then you'd be doing drug busts like every single day. Which one isn't really a priority. And two, that wouldn't really, it'd be a little crazy.
I mean, if I went along with him at some point, I would actually be pretty helpful because I just remember what my background feature is.
you know, would you, Julius? I think you mentioned something of like people following you around.
So that's
So-
what I said during that time. I was
Yeah.
like, I know nobody said it then, but I said if anybody, I wouldn't necessarily be being secretive about it. I would be like training all day and literally just like at night, I'd just leave. If anyone asked me, I'd tell them, you know what I mean? Like I'm pretty much just trying to get acclimated to like doing like some, hero work in the city, and bad things happen at night. So I'm just going to watch and learn and see what I can learn about the beat, so to speak, of the street.
Yeah. So yeah, if
Because when you're
you,
out here learning about vengeance, you gotta know the night. You gotta become the night.
Or
Well,
just
you-
have a gun.
you gotta choose one. You gotta be Goku or Batman, man. You can't be both.
I'd like a happy medium of Goku and Batman.
Bro.
I think I'm going for.
If we're making choices here, I'll be the Punisher.
Hey, man, the the happy medium here would probably be Daredevil
So that's. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but that's pretty much where I'm going. Like,
with a Captain America shield.
look, Daredevil needed a shield, bro. Everybody knows you can't just be walking up to people with guns with a bulletproof suit. It's like it's still gonna hurt a lot. Okay?
Yeah, Daredevil just has the bolas.
All right.
You
It's
get
like,
a bulletproof suit, but
You know what I mean? But like, I'd still take a shield on that kit any day. No joke. Like if I was playing Daredevil, I'd be like, pick up a shield. All right.
All right.
yeah, the bulletproof suit is very, very thin.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's still you're still hitting body parts there with those bullets, bud. It still hurts.
Plate
Gotta-
carriers are like over an inch thick, and those still put people out when they get shot. Because it hurts so much.
So do you ride with me? When in the night? I imagine we're on like our motorcycles. It's like a buddy cop movie, but like grittier and about the night. It's like I can smell the filth of this city.
If you would have said, or if you say you would have, rode with him like for about a week, I could give you advantage on the investigation.
I think that like his 22 probably would cover us, but I could definitely do that. It would go with my character's goals.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, I didn't even see that you pinged that Watcher's Eye thing.
Yeah. That's why I said I would be actually fairly useful
Yeah,
riding with him because I
yeah.
can easily spot
yeah, roll advantage anyway.
crack houses and stuff. Unless that's legal too.
Nah.
Those fancy roll dragons make crack legal. Can't tell them no. They're dragons.
That is a good question.
Damn, you are not hitting with these rolls right now.
Nah.
But
Your
yeah,
22 should cover it.
Right.
22 would be enough. This
You gotta really beat the streets. I was getting in tune. I was like putting my ear to the pavement. You know what I mean? And I was letting it like resonate in my soul.
this sometime in the middle of the night, you two, unless Wraith is following, also.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the three of you.
I mean, everyone.
I don't know.
Come.
Yo, actually, yeah, Nerryn, are you in on this too, or do you are you just?
I in on the what part of this? The
They're
Searching for
trying.
grenades.
Batman shit.
Yeah, they're kind of on their Batman shit, trying to find a EMP dealer.
well, for the looking for the EMP part, I was gonna try and contact my contact.
Oh,
But
right.
for
For the EMP.
yeah. Well, the others are looking for their weapons. I'll see if I can get in contact with the what was her name, Arabella.
Gotcha.
But for like just the general in the past, like going out vigilante, you're doing vigilante stuff. I'd probably go out 1 or 2 nights.
Okay. I'll say for like it's just the three of you right now, since Nerryn is figuring out how to contact.
I was about to say, why would your
Arabella.
bard friend have a bomb? Oh.
Yeah. So the three of you going out right now. You guys see this dwarf man. He looks very bizarre, to say the least. He has a cap with a spike, a single spike on the top. It's kind of like a motorcycle helmet. Has a spike on the top, and he has like very long hair. He has a beard. He's pretty short, and he has like the reddest of tint glasses ever made, and he's like looking at you. Since like at this moment he would be at like a stoplight. He's in the corner. He's eyeing you, or at least it feels like he's eyeing you. And whoever's like notices first, which I would assume to be Julius, because of his role. He kind of just gives you a nod.
He nods at me. What?
Yeah, he nods at you.
Like, is he coming from a suspected EMP den, or?
He's in at like the corner of a random street right now.
And it's just like a random in passing moment.
Yeah.
Do I know him? Do I recognize him?
Nope. Complete stranger.
Can I get any sort of insight on him from like the way he looks? Like anything I can take in?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Oh no, I still have my advantage on, so it's a 16 at first. My bad.
He looks like he would be in the business of selling EMPs, although his wide stance is pretty aggressive. He looks like he just means business and purely business.
So I guess I kind of lean back and I whisper this to Jay, and I'm like, maybe we follow this guy to an EMP den. I've heard that they have just dens of places where people have EMPs ready to just be stolen from them.
I would be on the bike next to you, seeing as though we have 3 people and Ray still doesn't have his license.
I just leaned over and whispered it to you.
Okay, you said lean back like I was on the bike behind you. It's like, no, we're not snuggling right now. I'll just kind of like shrug my shoulders and be like, okay.
I turn to Wraith, who obviously has more going on than he's willing to admit with this librarian thing. And then I say, what do you think? Knife Brarian.
I'm gonna go think this at you. Use my psionic mind. I'm gonna say, there's 3 of us and 1 of him. He's sure to be too tough to deal with if things go awry, which they will.
All right, so I guess we're trying to stalk this guy back to his EMP den. Anybody have anything that makes us super stealthy while we're doing that, so we don't like arouse his suspicions?
Not with me, not there.
Oh damn! What happened
if
to
he's-
Reed?
Trying to communicate with you. Like, are we trying to hide from him?
I don't know.
After a few seconds of you guys just deliberating, if you look back at like just like as a glance, at this point he's kind of just like he has his arm out, his hands out, and he kind of just has his index finger just suggesting to like get over here.
Okay, I guess we walk over there then. This is
Yeah.
I
pull the
mean,
bike over, park on the street.
ride over. I ride over on the bike, just whip it around. What's up, man? How you doing?
I know what you guys are looking for.
How could you possibly know that?
I got ears.
If you've got ears that's been listening to us, that is quite possibly a problem.
You guys talk very loudly.
Have we been shouting it on the street?
That's up to you. I assume that you guys are just like whispering.
I was
Right. I mean, I didn't think we were just like being pretty crazy. Do we really? I mean, do you have really good hearing or something?
I was using my mind powers.
I was born with mega ears.
Oh, so we don't even really be talking that loud. You can't just be putting it out there like we're talking mad loud. You just got fucking superpowers. What's up, bro? You're about EMPs then, I guess?
Can you lower your voice? It hurts.
I'm sorry. Do you not have a way to like kind of regulate that?
No. Look,
That is a disadvantage.
yes. I collect disability every month. Look. Oh wait. You guys are looking for EMPs? Like the big booms or like the temporary ones?
Smaller ones.
The smaller?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any, but I know a guy. It's gonna cost you.
Much.
It's gonna be 10 gold.
For the device or
For the contact.
We'll give you the gold after we meet the contact.
Not how this works.
Yeah, all right, man. I'm not into getting scammed on the streets either, businessman.
Alright, you folks have a good night. And then he begins to just walk off. And after a few seconds, you guys just see him walk down the street very casually. And then he puts his arms out behind him, and then starts dashing it the fuck out of there.
Can we follow him?
You want to follow him?
I mean, I guess, yeah. Like,
Okay.
Man's Naruto running down the street.
But before before we get into that, we'll go back to Nerryn. You take a little bit of time out of your day to try to see how exactly you can get into contact with your friend.
Check a phone book, check the records of the hotel that I was staying at.
Yeah, exactly. Eventually you remember like how to get in contact with the hotel. The hotel was actually very helpful. They told you like the her manager how to get in contact with him, and the manager, he was pretty confused and perhaps even like abrasive at first, considering it's just like, you know, he doesn't know you, but then he remembers
Everyone says that they're friends with the celebrity.
right, yeah. And then he remembers that, oh, this actually did happen, and I did have to set this person up with a hotel room for like the time being. He tells you that she was like taking like personal days off for a few, but he actually confirmed to you that she is attending the gala, and that she can get in contact with you the day before, where she came back from her little break.
All right.
So that would probably be in 3 days.
Okay.
So
So yeah, I'll leave my new cell number with the her manager. So
gotcha.
it's like, by the way, I picked up a phone. So
Oh, okay. Hopefully she can get back to you soon. Goodbye.
I'll be waiting.
Was that a... Actually, I'm not going to ask that because I'm not there.
Is there anything else, Nerryn?
No, that was well, actually I should probably try and find some like accessories to wear with the fancy dress that I'm getting. So, although I probably would have brought some Huameke jewelry with me when I came up to land, so I'll be going through that, figuring out what would probably go with the dress, and find a better purse than the hand-me-down that I've been using, and just stuff like that, stuff to make my fancy cover a little more believable.
Gotcha. Cool. Sweet. So now we're actually going back to the Three Musketeers. You guys are following this guy?
I mean, does anybody want to follow him, or do we want to try to find EMPs some other way?
If he's hauling ass, we can't be in a good spot. Wraith is gonna look around, see if there's anything that we should be worried about.
Make me a perception check.
Okay.
Nope.
Damn.
Everything looks cool. It's night. It's a little cold, but streets are relatively empty.
Follow, no follow. I start revving my engine a bit.
As far as the sidewalks go, how many people are on the sidewalk?
At
Because I imagine we kind of like pulled up to the curb.
this hour of the night, I would probably say like not even one. Like you just saw him and you don't really see anyone else at this hour. Relatively empty streets around tonight.
Alright, Jay's just kind of like sigh and just go fuck it, and he's gonna pop the curb. It's kind of like instead of like backing up and going around the corner, he's gonna pop the curb and just go, just make a straight line over the corner.
Nice. Are you guys just continuing on, or are you just gonna let this guy go?
No, I guess we're following him at this point, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Hold up.
I'm gonna cut him off on my bike. There's no way he runs faster than a motorcycle.
You guys get to the corner of the street. At the next corner of the street, you guys look around, and you guys see no trace of this guy whatsoever, except for his pointy hat or his pointy helmet.
Is it just on the ground or something?
It is in the middle of the street.
Like we look and we don't notice any sort of. I guess can I investigate to see if there's anything I'll notice that'll like put us on this trail?
Yeah. Roll me investigation.
Oh my gosh, I critted.
You can tell that this guy willingly grabbed his helmet and took it off because of the grease stain on the helmet itself. Like you can just see his greasy fingerprints on it. And you you look around and there's no one in sight. Like,
are there any drains?
There are a few drains like around like the corner of the streets and whatnot.
Like the kind that you could get all greased up in and like slide into?
However, with the investigation check, you know his white ass self wouldn't be able to get anywhere near close to fitting through these drains. And because he has the greasy fingers, he wouldn't be able to like lift up the drain as well. Like it's just very bizarre. However, I would probably say with the detect magic and the investigation just working in combination, you guys decide to look up, and this guy is flying with the biggest ears you've ever seen in your life.
Oh my god.
Kind of like, no, not kind of, exactly like fucking Dumbo. And he is out. Like
How far away is he?
At this point, he's over the rooftops, but you can like still kind of see his silhouette and the outfit he was wearing before, so you know it was him. And because he mentioned he had mega ears, this just points into the direction that this is the guy.
Was that a
Like-
werebat?
I mean, yeah. So like,
How did he gain that much distance on us?
he just started dashing.
Out of like seemingly nowhere, you guys hear a voice like across the street. However, it is not the voice is not loud enough for you to comprehend what this dude is saying because of the echo. And there's just this guy at the end of the street looking very meticulous. And judging by the horns on him, it seems to be like if he's a tiefling, but at this moment you're not sure.
So okay, one more time. How many feet away would you have said Dumbo is?
Dumbo at this point, he's like 100 feet away, and he's probably at a distance from like any of you to reach. He is out at the moment. I would say he's out.
Okay. Well,
So he's
just
100 feet.
I want to make him angry at the very least. And I'm just going to. Oh, never mind. That's a. Yeah, we're not doing anything else. I'm just gonna cast alarm, and I'm just gonna have it go off immediately and put out a fucking loud ass noise.
God damn.
And I'm gonna cast it like 30 feet away from me, so it'll be about like
60 feet away or 70 feet away from him.
70 feet away from him, and just like a loud, just fucking blaring.
You see the silhouette of Dumbo just kind of just like you see his ears just like trying to cover itself, and you see him just,
Oh, does he fall?
he starts falling, but he falls out of vision because he already went over a building. So you don't know what happened to this guy. And the dude at the end of the street, he gets closer and he says, "So cool." But you could just barely make out what he just said. And he's like very casually walking over to you.
I'm gonna say, "Excuse me, sir. I need you to stay about 10 feet back." And I like put my hand on my sword.
I'm like far away.
All right, what do you want?
Trying to sell you something.
That's really weird. Why?
But my friend was trying to help me.
Who's your friend?
The guy that just flew over the building.
He was about to eat a magic missile if he didn't come back.
He's not coming back. You scared him. He made a
Well, I mean, he's kind of
noise.
acting like an asshole.
Yeah, he is a little bit.
All right. Well, don't be so suspicious. You know what I mean? You're just walking up on us after that encounter there. Like, that's a good way to get hurt, but.
Yeah, I keep telling him to stop doing that, but he won't listen. He said we're gangster. What's up? Or something like that.
Alright, I'm just gonna turn off my detect magic now, and I'm going to stop concentrating on detect magic, but I'm saying this so he thinks that me casting this next spell is turning off detect magic. I'm gonna cast alarm on his shirt so that next time he comes anywhere close to his quote unquote friend, it just sounds off a air horn.
That is so.
Just
mean.
because fuck that guy.
Okay.
Penny uses the magic.
Right. Start that first level spell slot just to be like, fuck you, man.
You guys really show this dude.
If we run into him again, though, we know how to get him. Like, let him start flying and start fucking sounding off alarms.
Can I come closer, or do I just stay over here?
You could go. You can come about to 10 feet away from me.
All right. Kind of just slowly walks up, and it takes like a good minute for him to do it because he's walking so slowly. He finally gets up to you, and he is indeed a tiefling fellow, with a red skin, and he actually has hooves instead of like normal humanoid feet. Then he goes, so small EMP, huh?
Yeah, or 2.
What you need it for?
I don't really think that's any of your business, sir.
Well, I don't support terrorism.
Who are we terrorisming with small EMPs, man?
Bro, we're just blowing the power on our friend's house. Gonna be funny as hell.
Roll me a deception check.
Alright.
Also, roll for that since I was trying to deceive him.
What'd you say?
I said, can I also roll for deception since I was trying to deceive him?
Yeah.
Hey.
He kind of chuckles at Judas's whatever what Judas said. He goes, it's kind of funny. So I only got these ones. These ones are the smallest ones I got. And you see like this kind of like mechanical orb looking thing. It's like greenish like inside. Imagine kind of like a Pokeball. That's somewhat what it looks like. Except it's just all gray and metallic-y.
So a premier ball.
Pretty much, kind of. And then he goes, these are the smallest ones I have, but you'll probably notice they're a little loud. But these are the smallest ones I got.
What's the effective range of electronic failure?
I'd say about from the end of the street, like this entire street.
Where?
Could probably do a big room.
Move.
You guys want it?
Yeah.
How much is it?
And before he tells us the price, I'd like to like hold my hand out before he says how much it is, and I'd like to say, I'd really like for you not to jerk me around on the price right now. I'm not really in the mood with your friend here. Let him go.
90 G's.
Did you say $90,000?
No, 90 gold.
All right, but how about we do 40 and you know what I mean. We go with that. Can I try to persuade him to sell us this at a lower price?
Roll persuasion.
And 1 second, I'm just checking one of my abilities here from Clockwork.
I was gonna say, out of character, I would have offered him 90 if he gave us the EMP and a remote detonator.
How about we try to work that into the price that we're trying to get as well? But I definitely feel what you're saying though. But 90 gold.
80,
Yeah.
and we give him your number.
I'll cover whatever you're not comfortable paying with. I've still got a little bit.
Hey man, that's like
Oh damn.
that's a lot
Oh,
less. That's a lot less than half.
I got a really bad persuasion roll anyway.
A lot less than half, brother. I don't think I could do that.
Alright. How about this? I'll give you the 90 you're asking for, but you throw in a remote detonator. One of them that reacts to like a phone, you know?
This one's the only one I have is kind of busted. Will probably only work once.
That's fine. I'm only planning on tripping Billy's power once.
Yeah. All right, that's cool.
And I say 60 for that deal as his final offer. And I try to persuade him again.
The DC is gonna be higher.
Okay. Yeah.
But because you rolled so low, I would say with disadvantage.
That's perfect, actually. So I'm gonna roll it, and I'm actually gonna use. And you guys see me when I say that. The tattoo on my face actually begins to like shift a bit, so some of the shapes start to rotate and it moves a bit, and so I actually use my my restore balance ability, and I roll it regular.
Wow.
Yeah, when you just take away the advantage or the disadvantage, yeah. Which I needed because I guess I got a 14. All right,
No,
but
bro.
I'm assuming that didn't anyway. But at least it wasn't a complete failure. Not
No,
a 7.
Man's already said 90.
That's fair. That's fair. You know, sometimes you just got to go for it. You know.
But I respect it. Here you go, bro.
Put me at
Now with the
59.
money in his pocket, kind of just starts walking away slowly, as per usual. But once you see him like halfway down the street,
He gave us the goods, right?
yeah, he gave it to you.
Okay.
Oh
Once
wait,
he-
but I guess how are we gonna know that it works?
Once he's halfway down the
Just start
street,
chasing after him.
you're gonna chase after him.
No. Now that
maybe.
we have the stuff, even
I
if
mean,
the radio detonator is a little janky.
Well, I mean,
I
what if
think-
the EMP is not a real EMP? What if he just gave you a fucking Pokeball and just walked away? I'm already moving after him. Confirm. Make sure it's an EMP.
Are you?
I'll try not to lose him.
Are you
I can't. That would use the EMP.
Are you stealthily
Investigate it.
moving after
Only one
him?
way to find out.
Are you stealthily moving after him, or are you just full sending it?
No, I start just casually like walking in that same direction, and I tell Jay to investigate it to make sure it looks like an actual EMP.
All right, well, uh, since you're doing it casually, roll me stealth. Judas, even with that 9, you can tell that this is pretty legit, or at least this is what's used. Like, the guy turns around, he sees you walking towards him, and he begins to Naruto run the fuck out of there.
He also turns into a bat.
No, he just keeps running. He doesn't have the ability to fly like his friend, so he just leaves.
Okay.
I mean, you can't really catch up with him with your heavy armor. So, but yeah, it definitely does look like it should be it, Juice.
Okay.
Sweet. So, are you guys just going home after that?
I guess so.
I mean, yeah, I guess we've successfully retrieved an EMP. I don't know if there was anything else we needed to, you know what I mean?
Cool. Real quick. Ooh, as you guys are going back to your base, who hasn't had the pleasure of rolling a D100?
I'm not sure I have.
Go
I think
ahead. What'd you say, Julius?
Oh, I said I think I have already.
Okay. D100.
Dylan, I think you rolled it the first session.
Oh, ignore that.
I think
I
it's just me and
haven't, but
Nerryn.
I'm not with them right now.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So it would be me then.
Yeah. Actually, both of you roll me one.
Both of who?
You and Judas.
Okay.
13, 40. Wow. Okay. So, as you're going back, as the three of you going back, Wraith, Judas, and Julius, you guys see a bunch of rowdy, drunken sports fans celebrating their team's win, and they're kind of just like having a good time. They're walking very slowly. Your best guess is because they're drunk, so they don't want to go too fast, but they're just having a pretty good time, and they're just like being very loud on the streets. But that's all you see, unless you specifically want to do something. That's all that happens.
Does anything wrong seem like it's going on aside from them being belligerent?
No, they're just being loud.
Any do I notice anything about them? Like, oh, do they have any patches in their armpits?
Patches in their armpits?
Yeah, of like tigers. Are they wearing blue?
No, they're they're not the gang. Actually, roll me perception.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Hot fire.
you don't really see anything like that.
I guess I shouted at him and I'm like, hey man, stop yelling so loud.
As for you, Nerryn, you see relatively young looking people go up to you after, I assume you look like in the library for the phone books for the hotel. Immediately after that, a pair of like two people, one human and another halfling, they kind of just try to slip into your conversation, but see that they're like just a little bit too late, and they say, sorry to butt in, but did you say you were in contact with Beachstar?
I was in contact with one of her people. I wasn't able to contact her directly. Why?
Oh my god. We are like the biggest fans ever, and I just want to know if we can get in contact with them.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be that easy. I'm on a waiting list just to get a call back, so unfortunately, I don't think I can do anything for you guys.
Oh my god, I totally understand. And I'm sorry. We're sorry. They kind of just giggle and then run off.
Okay.
But yeah, at the end of all that, the both of you, or the two groups, which honestly just one group.
The group of three and the group of one.
Three and the group of one. You guys go back home to your base in Aberton, or immediately outside of Aberton, and that is probably where I'm going to call it because it is 11.
Well, I'm just gonna say I'll let the others know. Like, I'll hear back from my contact the day before the gala. She is going, so we have a potential in for sure there.
Sweet. Real quick, anyone else have something they want to do before we end the session?
No, I don't know. I think that was a good place to call it.
All right then.
I go look for that Dumbo guy so I can beat him up.
I force him to bite me and give me his power.
Oh my god.
Somewhere in the distance, an alarm goes off.
Poor guy.
I thought that was a fun way to use alarm, honestly.
It definitely is. I would have never really thought of that. That was good.